This is a long video, but I think you'll enjoy it. It's different. And for all of you new viewers catching on to this channel right now, please hang in there. This is not the norm of what I do. I do this like once a month. I call it my life advice videos, but my channel is all based on firearms. Look at this new Surefire 60 round mag. I just got it today. We'll talk about this SWAT Sig Sauer 5.56 pistol. Oh man, is this a sweet package? I'm going to do a complete review on this gun after I shot it last week, and I'm also going to take it back to the range and do a massive torture test on this SIG 5.56 and just blast out 60 rounds out of this new magazine. It's all about having fun. So if you're new to the channel, please subscribe, tell a friend, let's grow the channel. The other thing I want to do, I'm preempting this video because it's a serious video what you're about to watch, but the Colt railgun, we haven't shot this enough. This is a rare gun, and we have to get this out of the range more often, and we'll bring this out next week. So these three guns is what I want to bring out, including the big baby Tommy gun. Oh God, this is cool. Alright, hasn't been shot yet. So I want to get my wife to go with me and shoot it, and we're going to have some fun at the range. Enjoy this video. I know it's long. Please be patient. I know it might take you a night or two to watch the whole thing, but please notice the sincerity in my heart, in my eyeballs, and when I look at you in the camera. I want to help. Okay? It's a gun channel. If you're new to the channel, it's a gun channel. This video is not all about guns all that much, but I think since I've done this in the past, maybe once a month, I think you'll get something out of it. I hope you do. I hope your life increases and gets better. Enjoy the video. I put a lot into this one. Thank you so much. Thank you for tuning in. This is a different atmosphere, isn't it? Welcome to my office. This is where I sit every day. This is where I check all my emails and do all my business, meet my clients. Got a conference room over there. At the end of this video, I'll show you some of the artwork here, just a little bit, so you know a little bit more about myself. And this is basically a video request from dozens of you. And I decided to do it in a special fashion. At first I said no. You guys notice everything. You notice my watches. You notice a lot of things about myself. And I appreciate that, and I like that. And it tells me that you have respect for me, because you know I have respect for all of you. So I decided to do this video in a special fashion. Both life advice and also show you my watch collection. And then it was kind of a hassle. I had to go to a bank and go to the safety deposit box. I had to go to two of my other homes in different vaults and put everything together. Because when I'm staying at a different location throughout the state of Florida, I like to have a couple of watches here, a lot of couplings there, and to get it all in one spot for this video was kind of difficult, but I did it. We're here at the office now, and I wanted to start to talk to you about why would I have, we're going to talk about my watches, my cufflinks, and my pen collections. You know, why would I have a $3,000 pen? It's not to be gaudy, you know, an 18-karat gold pen. And we'll talk about this at the house later. Close up, we'll look at the pens and the watches. You know, why would I wear? I hate talking about prices. I'm doing this per your request, and I know the prices are going to come up. To tell you the truth, I'm going to ballpark the prices because I really don't know. I'm not a watch guru, and I'm not a pen guru. I'm going to tell you why I have this stuff. You know, why would I wear a $25,000 watch? Well, it goes with who I am, not because I want to be boasting or be gaudy with jewelry. And let me explain myself, because this is important, and a lot of you are out of work right now, and unfortunately a lot of people are middle-aged men like myself in your 40s, and you've been laid off, you're on unemployment, you've got to change directions in your life. So let me tell you where I'm coming with this video. This is my outfit, I call it my uniform. I'm a professional. If you don't know, if you're new to the channel, what I do for a living is I'm an estate planner. I'm in the financial arena. and I have a couple of different companies, but I manage money, me personally, and my advisors under my hierarchy manage money. So what I do for a living is a couple of different things. One is I work with clients one-on-one. Two, I work with advisors, and I've got about almost 3,000 now under my hierarchy. So I'm what's called a field marketing organization, or an FMO for short. What I'm getting at is I have to look the part. For someone to want to come to work for me, let's say those 2,800 advisors, or my 10 or 12 employees that I have, are they going to respect me if I don't look the part? And I'm not saying expensive jewelry or anything, I'm just saying as a whole. If I come to work in jeans and just some polo shirt or something, I'm not going to get the respect. Just think about it when you go to like even a Macy's. The employees there dress pretty nice, right? Whether you go to the shoe department or the makeup department, they're dressed pretty nice. And that's called professionalism. So my first bit of life advice is, no matter what role you are in life, no matter what you do for a living, whether you're let's say you're a mechanic, get at least one really nice mechanic's outfit. And I'll tell you where I'm going with this. One of my companies, I have to recruit advisors, financial advisors, and I'll have 300 of them in a ballroom, like at a Hyatt. I'll go to Tampa, I'll go to different parts of the country, and I'll have a large speaking engagement, and I get up on the podium and I do a big PowerPoint presentation, and I got 250 advisors. You know, I market it on the internet, I market it in local newspapers, so in Tampa, and I'll fill that room up. Sometimes I'll have a celebrity with me to really help fill it up. Now, what's going to happen is I'm going to narrow down that 250 people down to about 20. Okay? Just of those 250, you know, I'm looking for my 10 diamonds in the rough out there, and I do find them. But now I got to interview those 20 people over the next week, one-on-one. Whether it be in a different city, in a conference room somewhere, or right here in this office, or in the conference room over here. They're sitting with me, and I'm going to tell you what I look at as an employer, and I've done tens of thousands of interviews. So I'm trying to give you some advice. One of the first things I do is I pretty much, within the first 60 seconds, it is true that your first impression lasts a lifetime of that person, whether it's a date or a job interview. So it's important that you dress the part when you go on a job interview. Let's talk about job interviews now, because a lot of you are out of work. And I'm going to tell you as an employer what I look at. I look at the way the person's dressed. I look at their body language. Are they sitting like this? Or are they sitting like this? Or do they look like this? Or do they look upbeat? That's some of the things I look at. I look at how they're dressed. How do they hold themselves? If you can't afford it, I know times are tough right now. And I remember back when I was new, when I called myself a young buck back then, my early 20s when I got into business. My mentor, his name was Gary. He goes, Tommy, he goes, there's one thing you got to do. You have no money to your name. He goes, you got to fake it till you make it. He goes, you got to get one nice suit, and I did. I went to Sears. I never forget the day. I had like $200 to my name, if that, and I spent like 80 of it on a suit, and I bought a couple of white shirts and a couple of cheap ties, and I ran with that for years. That same suit and 2 shirts and a couple of ties, and I bought 1 pair of nice shoes, you know, for like hush puppy, or you know, some pair of black shoes that would get me by. And he goes, Tommy, always keep at least, you know, $100 bill in your pocket. It's not to be flashy or anything, just for your own well-being, to make you feel good about yourself. I'm like, Gary, I don't have $100 to my name. He goes, you can get that $100, you keep it in your pocket at all times, so you don't spend it, just so you feel some worthiness of yourself. And that's my mentor got me going with this mindset of feeling good about myself, holding myself up high, even when I didn't have it. Knowing that I'm going to go through rough times and bad times through life. Then, as I got older, went through my 30s and my early 40s, success became pretty much natural for myself. What I was able to do was be honest with my people and make sure that my employees realize that I work for them. They don't work for me. I have to trust them in order for them to trust me. It goes hand in hand. I tell my employees, this is what I'm going to do for you. I'm going to pay you this much. I'm going to give you this health insurance. This is your job description. Here's your booklet, your procedure manual. This is everything I expect that you can expect from me, and vice versa. We work for each other, and we have a harmonious working relationship, because I think work is a part of your home. So I'm going on here because it's important. When I show you my watches and my cufflinks, it's because it's who I am. It's not because I'm being gaudy. As a matter of fact, of all the clients I have, and I don't know how many, maybe just me personally, maybe 6,000, I doubt there's one. I can look you right now in the eye. There's not one client who's ever seen me not dressed like this. Ever. Without a shirt and tie on. And I've had advisors come to me without a tie on, without a jacket on, and they say, well, you know, it's hot outside. You know, I kind of lose a little bit of respect for them, because just envision a client sitting across my desk, and they're showing me a portfolio, whatever amount it is, whether they're only $20,000 to their name, their whole life savings, or it's $20 million, some Palm Beach millionaire, okay? And they handed me their portfolio like this, and I'm sitting there like this, not wearing a suit, not wearing a tie, wearing a plastic watch, and asking them to sign documents with a cheesy big pen, 20-cent book pen, and here's their $1 million. It just doesn't go good. No matter what you do in life, you cannot overdress. You cannot overlook the part. That's just my 2 cents. No matter what you do be your best. No matter how tough times are, try to get through them, because times will get better. I promise you, you have to hold your chin up now, and you have to hold your nose up and be strong. You have to have big, strong shoulders right now in these tough times. I'm trying to give you some strength and some courage. I'm trying to tell you what's helped me in life. Besides faith, this is always near me, no matter what room I'm in. And besides family, I'm going to show you some photos here in a moment. That gets me through my life. That's important to me. Now, I'm going to take the camera, show you just some of the artwork here, then we're going to go to my house and take a look at my watch collection, my cufflink collection, and my pens. Kind of cool, huh? Alright, let's go do that. Alright, I'll show you around my office a little bit. That's my wife and I when we got married, 2004. Okay. That was us at the ocean. We got married at a place called The Breakers, Palm Beach County. And I like eagles. I have a lot of eagles in my office. They soar solo, they're strong, they're powerful, they represent America. So I have a lot of artwork of eagles. And this is where I come to work every day. This is what I look at. What does this one say? You can read that yourself, right? In the middle of every difficulty lies opportunity. Albert Einstein. I like wildlife. Polar bears. Got the Wall Street Bull here. Picture of my children. That baseball says sometimes you just have to play hardball. This is behind me, my credenza. A couple of the cars. I changed that stuff out. My children. That was about a year ago. Sorry for the glare. There's a nice picture of my wife on our wedding day. 2004. Up here. Let's see if I can get rid of the glare. That's children. A nice picture of my wife. Got a nice wedding dress. We had one heck of a wedding. Oh my gosh. Someday I'll upload that video. Oh boy, was that special. That was my first daughter when she was born. She was 2 there?
Yes, 2.
So what year was that? 07. Yeah.
07, 8, 9.
Yeah, that was 07. She was born in 05. As you and I when we were married.
7, Sophia since
Another polar bear. I like Italy. So I got some pictures of Italy. I like artwork. I have a couch. In case I gotta take a nap, and I actually do. This is a nice picture. It's an artist called Leroy Neiman. And if you look close, that's Wall Street. He signed it. Okay, let's go look at the pens and watch collection. And now you understand why I wear it. It's part of my uniform. It's just part of who I am. It's part of me being a professional. Let's go back home. Welcome home. I'd like this video to be more of a life advice video. It's not a jewelry video. I want you to understand where I'm coming from and what my life is all about and why I have what I have and the reasons why I have these pens and watches. It's not about money. It's more about gaining respect from my employees and my clients. And I recommend you do this at no matter what level in life you're at. If you're a mechanic, like I said earlier, get one nice mechanic outfit. If you work at Macy's, dress the part. Like I said earlier, when I interview people, it's important that I see them looking the part. No matter what you do in life, just think of it. If you go to the doctor, do you want to see the doctor dress, kind of cheesy? Or do you want to see him dressed like a doctor? When you walk into a law firm, do you want to see them dressed appropriately? Or do you want to see them kind of hanging out like this, with an open shirt? You don't. When you go to somebody for advice, you want to make sure that they're sound in mind, they're a caring person. And I hope this video shows you what a caring person I am. I've honestly, to God, given a lot more than I've received in life. And I like to give and not to receive. Okay, with that said, let's take a look at my pens. We'll start with that, and then I'll explain to you why I have this pen collection. I have exactly 48. My wife is here. Say hello.
Hello everybody.
Okay. This is our third take, so we're trying to get it right. Okay, this tray here is all Mont Blanc. I won't spend too much time on it to bore you. But the reason why I have all the different colorations, blue, this one here is really special. And if you're into Mont Blanc pens, you can tell me the names. I forget. If I'm wearing a silver watch like you're about to see, like the Bentley watch, or if I'm wearing a gold watch like the Yachtmaster Gold, it matches. The cufflinks all go into play. It's important. These are just really sweet pens. Cost is going to come up. I hate to talk about cost. I forget. Anywhere from $200 to $700, maybe $1,200 if they're gold. I forget what they cost. This Leroy Neiman pen by St. DuPont, not the paint company DuPont, St. S is in Sam, T is in Tom. These are really special, and these are all St. DuPonts. So depending on what I'm wearing, for instance, like this pen here, let me grab it. And please slowly take a look at my tie. That looks nice. And to a client, and no matter what you do for a living, if you're a pharmaceutical salesman, if you're in auto sales, you want to look the part. When I go buy cars, I want to make sure that that person I'm dealing with looks the part, is a professional, and takes the time to have respect for himself. I'm going to give you some life advice at the end, a little bit of life advice, just one short little tip, so hang in there to the end. This video is only going out to my subscribers who get the emails. These are all St. DuPonts, super special. They're all roller balls. I don't have fountain pens because I don't write good with them. And I do use them every day. This tray here is mostly all Cartiers. Oh, among my favorites. Like this one here, just amazing. Okay. And the top is got the blue in there, and these cost like $1,500 each, something like that. This is a Louis Vuitton. Okay, and you bought me this, right, honey?
Yes, I think I did.
Yes, you did. These are, I don't know, $1,000. a lot of nice stuff here. And depending on what I'm wearing, I like to have a nice pen with me. It makes me feel good about myself. It makes me feel good to hand a client the pen. It makes me feel good to hand the advisor a pen. It's just all about what I do for a profession. Now, if I was doing something, if I was a postman or something else, or a CPA or anything else like that, I wouldn't need this. I would require other tools to make my practice, my business more successful. But this is what I do for a living, and this is just part of me. So you asked for a video on my watch collection. I decided to throw in the pens because they're so sweet. A lot of these, let's take a look at this tray. I don't remember the names and the values. They're all like 1,000 plus, whatever. This is carbon fiber. This is a Porsche pen. This one here, I forget. These two, these are incredible. These are like $3,000 each. 18 karat gold and stuff like that, white gold. Just really nice stuff. Every time I fly to Manhattan, I try to pick one of these up if I can get a good deal on them. I have a pen guy, my pen dealer, that I get my pens from. And look how nice this is. If you can look at my tie, you know, it's just think of it, pulling it out, the rollerball, you know, and everything matching. I changed my cufflinks out. I'm sorry I don't have all my cufflinks here, but it all just goes hand in hand with my trade. So now what trade you're in, try to dress the part. Just try to get through tough times with sincerity, with good morals, with spirituality. Try to get through it. You know, this is not about money. This is about me trying to give you life advice on how I went from this to kind of this. And by the way, I live in Palm Beach County, and there are people in our county, honey, right, are this. Rolls-Royce limousines. Donald Trump was a couple of miles away. Billionaires. We're little peepees here. Right?
Yes.
Peepees. We're small fries here in Palm Beach County. The cars are just amazing. The houses are 10, 12, 15, 30, 40, $50 million. And I know you might see this and say, oh my gosh, this guy's this, that, and the other. We're little small fries. But we do our best, and I like to bring you some advice on how to at least get from here to here. And you can do it. My mentor, Gary, I mentioned earlier, he told me I can do it, and he was right. One little tip also is my cousin John. He went to Iraq for 6 years. Paramedic, did real well because he couldn't spend money in Iraq, and he saved all his money. He came back, he goes, Tommy, I don't want to be a paramedic no more. I'm 42 now. He was overweight. And he goes, what do I do? So I said, give me a list of your 10 passions in life. What do you love the most? I don't know. Just give me a list. And he goes, well, that's off the wall. I mean, I don't get it. Just give me a list of your 10. And one of them was animals. I said, all right, here's the tip. Become an animal groomer. And down in South Florida, this is a big business, these pet mobile groomers. So he took my advice. He spent like $25,000, $30,000 on this awesome van. And to make a long story short, he's very successful today, but I had to give him a tip 2 months after he went into business. I had to give him tips on marketing, on how to market himself, on how to get flyers out there, and how to go on the internet. But most importantly, when I saw his first video on his website was, Johnny, you're wearing jeans and a football shirt. You know, you're going to visit people at their home, picking up their pet, part of their family, and you don't look the part. You gotta look the part. That's why this all comes in to play with me. Now you understand why I have this stuff. And then as soon as he changed to looking like a medic, is what I told him to do, like he's works in a hospital. He goes, oh my gosh, they respect me so much more. I walk up to the door in this white outfit. I look so good. And now they're referring me to people. And that's really important. This is just advice I'm giving you. If you can't afford it, just at least get one outfit and just save it. And that's your outfit for all your interviews. For everything you do in life, at least get one nice outfit. You don't have to do what I do because you don't have 2,800 people to employ and manage and overlook and things like that. But I'm trying to give you what's helped me. Okay? I'm more about giving than taking. That's for sure. And everyone who knows me closely, and over time and over the years as this channel evolves, I'll show you more and more of myself, and I will prove myself. I do not lie. I always keep my word. Let's take a look at the watches. Okay, I'm going to take my jacket off. I'm a little warm. Can you pan out as I stand up? Thank you, sweetie. Okay. Oh, the suit. It's going to come up. I can do a video on my suits. This is Armani. I like my Italian suits. I'm Italian in descent. Even at 6'4", almost 6'5". And I've got about 15, 20 nice suits. And shoes are real important too. Can you see me? Yeah? Shoes are really important too. When I do an interview, I look at their shoes, their tie. And by the way, when you wear a tie, let me take my jacket off and show you this. I'm just trying to give you tips on apparel real quick as it comes to mind. When you wear a tie, I didn't know this when I was young. Well, I've seen guys wear ties down to here. Goofy. I've seen guys wear ties up to here. Dork. It should be right here. The bottom, this part right here, should match your belt buckle. Okay? Little tip. If you can wear, you see me now? If you can wear a shirt like this, just a couple of shirts you buy, this looks a little bit sharper to me. And always get cufflink shirts. You can get cheap cufflinks at JCPenney, you know, for $10. They look like they're gold. They don't have to be real gold, and you can get by. But it's nicer. Get all your clothes dry cleaned. Look crisp and sharp. Be overdressed. Just a tip. Okay, now let's look at the watches. And I just grabbed the nicer ones. What these are here. Let me move my jacket so you can see them. These are called watch winders. Okay, if you can just zoom in on please on these two watch winders. All my watches are self-winding, and they're made by these two are made by a company called Time Movers. When I was in Austria, where Glocks are made, I saw these and I just had to have them. They cost about $3,000 each. They're not plugged in now because in the vaults they're plugged in. I didn't want to do all the old wiring and all that. But you get the drift. These stay spinning. There you go. See, the battery still got a little juice. They all stay spinning to keep them wound up. Okay, so I'll show you each watch one at a time. We'll start with the one I'm wearing, probably the nicest one in my collection. Okay, and I'll put stuff down here. Okay, this is a Yachtmaster. Please zoom in closely. 18 karat gold, and these went way up in value. So this turned out to be a really good investment. It's not why I bought them for an investment. I purchased them for all the reasons I spoke about in this video. And that has a mother of pearl face with diamonds on it. And those of you who've been asking me for this video know more about watches than me. So you tell me the values. You know, I hate putting numbers out there. I think this is about $25,000. This is just something I've always wanted. And if it's a Yachtmaster, of course, that has to do with boating and yachting, and this thing can go like 300 feet deep and stuff like that, and all that stuff. But I've always loved the look of this watch. Okay, and if you go underwater, the whole bezel turns, and you can tell your time and all that according to your tank if you're a scuba diver. Okay. The next watch here is another Rolex. I think you've seen this in some of my videos. This is a Submariner with a blue face. You guys tell me more about it. I know it's got an 18 karat gold down the middle. I believe it's stainless steel on the edges. One of my favorites. And I wore this, honestly, for 10 years, 24/7. I slept with it, and look how good it looks. And this went way up in value. This is probably, I don't know what these cost now, $6,000, $7,000, $8,000. I don't know. Maybe more with gold, the way it's skyrocketed. What's this one here? You've seen this in some of my videos. I like this because my next car, I would like to be a Bentley. Oh, it's upside down. A Bentley. Oh, there it goes. A Bentley Flying Spur. And this is made by Breitling, and it's a heavy watch. It's about an $8,000 watch. Sweet. The weight on this is, when you pick up a real Rolex, by the way, you got to go by the weight. You can tell a fake Rolex is just, it's light and it's cheesy. This is heavy. It's got some weight to it. This Rolex, heavy. It's got some weight to it. Well, this Breitling Bentley, this is really heavy. I can get away with it because I'm a big guy. I wouldn't recommend this for someone smaller because it's just going to look, this would look gaudy on you. But it's really a nice piece, nice timepiece, which has gone up in value. I want to show you the back because I want to get this car, the Bentley Flying Spur, and it's got the, see in there, the rims of the Bentley. Okay, let's take a look at my wife's wedding ring. Pretty special. Unveiling a lot about my personal life. Honey, let's talk about this. Do you like it?
I love it.
Remember the first day how we built this ring? Look at the sides of the band. This is what you wanted. You told me this for years, and I surprised you with it. It's all what? Princess cuts?
These are all princess cuts, yes.
Yes. Now, at first, when we got engaged, I got you this one in the middle, which I think is about 3 carats. It doesn't matter.
No, it's 3 3/4 or something.
Okay, whatever.
Yeah.
Okay, and then
I think those
and
are
it's
2.
the highest quality. Da 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 da. And then, like what? 6 months later, I added the sides to it, right?
Right, the sides.
And then you had this, and you were good to go. Okay, doesn't look good on my finger. She's behind the camera. And then when we got married, we added this. What is this, princess cuts also?
Mm-hmm, yes, those are also.
So you're, I don't know, 13, 15 carats altogether, right?
Yes, that's.
So, and I made sure to get the highest quality, because with diamonds you can really get clipped. I'm fortunate to have a sister who's in the diamond business and taught me all about the colors and the grades and things like that. Okay, now as far as bracelets, why would I have 2 of the same bracelets? These are 18 karat gold. I'm glad I bought them at like $500 an ounce. I'm not a big bracelet guy, but these 2, they're pretty special. So if I'm wearing this watch, for instance, I have the 18 karat gold, white gold, to match it, and my clients like that. They notice it, they talk about it, my advisors like it. It gains respect. I think it does. I know it does. Actually, this whole thing I'm showing you here has made me money. Because people like to deal with successful people. Just think about that statement. They want to deal with successful people. This one here, same bracelet, but it's white gold and gold, 18 karat. So if I'm wearing this watch or this watch, you know, it kind of matches better. Now, as we come back here, the few more watches we have, I'll come to you with the same spot. What is this one here? Remember the name of this? You called it earlier.
I think that was the Baume Mercier.
Yeah, that's right. Very sweet, very nice. I bought this in Europe also. We do a lot of traveling. How many countries have we been to? 30?
No, I don't remember.
Yeah, it's so many. We like to travel the world until we had children, which is fine, and that's why all this stuff is kind of materialistic, but it's for business, it's part of my uniform. And then once you have children, I'm so glad I had children late in life, by the way, right?
Yes.
Aren't you?
Now we stay home.
Now we stay home and just enjoy the children. Oh, life is wonderful. Staying to the end of the video. Oh, this watch, you watch lovers, you're going to love this. This is my wife's Yachtmaster in platinum. Prices you're going to ask. Okay, this one was about $8,000. I don't know if I mentioned, I don't know what this costs, $6,000, $7,000. This one's like $25,000. This is like $3,000, $4,000, I don't know. The Yachtmaster in platinum. Oh boy, and that platinum really skyrocketed in value. I can double my money on this. I don't know what it's worth now. 7, 8,000, 10,000. I don't know. I just don't know. 12,000.
I think it was 7 brand new.
Yeah,
7,
so
8
who knows
in
what
that
it costs
range,
now?
yeah.
That was 5 years ago. With the prices of precious metals going up. So watches are not just timepieces, they're precious metals. And this is your, I think it's a date just. You guys correct me. Zoom in close on it. I think that's what it is. I can't read it. It's a Rolex, gold, and I guess steel. And these are your two watches. But this is a bang-up combination here. When you wear this platinum Rolex with this ring, and she's got a couple of wedding rings. She only wears this wedding ring when we go to special dinners and occasions. We pulled out a safety deposit box from the bank today to make this video. It's going right back in the vault tomorrow at the bank. But once or twice a month when we go out to a special occasion and go to dinner, she'll wear a lot of other stuff besides this. I couldn't pull everything out, but you know, it's just whatever. Alright, now I want to finish up with briefly telling you about these again. If you're into self-winding mechanisms, I highly recommend Time Mover. Just Google it. It's been 4 or 5 years since I purchased these, and I paid about $3,100 each for them. I don't know what they cost now, but I think they're made out of mahogany. Just absolutely gorgeous. They've been totally perfect. I keep them plugged in on my vaults with my watches always spinning like this, so they're always on time, perfect. Now I want to sit down and give some life advice and finish up this video. And this is from my heart. I want to talk about the word hatred. And this is something my father taught me when I was a young boy. And this is one of my earliest memories in life. I mean, for real. I must have been 6, 7, 8 years old. I tell you this a lot, right, honey? Because sometimes you slip and say, oh, I hate that book, right? We all do it.
I think we all do, sure.
I hate that guy. I can't stand up. The guy I hate. Hate's a bad word. Hate's a bad word because as you get older in life, you're going to resent it. That's number one. Number two, it's not good karma. You're going to have a black cloud over your head. Yeah, there's a lot of people who I dislike, and that's fine. Disliking someone's one thing. I pray for them. I don't know where I put my Bible, but yeah, I pray for them. And disliking one is one thing, but the word hate is a bad word. It's not good for your soul. Later in life, as you get older and you get wiser, and you go through life experiences, and you go through ups and downs, and maybe who knows what, divorces and losing jobs, and going through tough times, and I don't know. You don't want any hatred in your life. This is my little saying. I've been doing it for 25 years. Kill them with kindness. Kindness goes a long way. It's going to make you feel better. Trust me on this one. No hatred. Get hatred out of your heart. It's going to put a black cloud over your head. Okay? Thank you so much. I hope God blesses all of you and all of us. And let's become a better society, and let's make the gun community better. Oh, as far as guns, I forgot to show you my new tactical flashlight. Ready? This is going to go in the SWAT 556. Got to end it with something cool. Look at the size of this thing. 2200 lumens. We'll talk about this baby. Phoenix TK70. Thank you so much.